Peranich, right point, McNutt into the slot. Fawcett drags, fires, scores! And there's your first goal of the season. It belongs to Keats Fawcett in the slot. A beautiful tally for Fawcett. McNutt, 10-man pass. In behind the defense comes Clausen. Right side, cuts in front. Van on it, rebound, scores! Liam Pue with his first career Western Hockey League goal. Grab that puck! A slap shot goal from below the left circle. Liam Pue executes it perfectly. 5-on-5 hockey right here with the net empty. In the slide area, Moore across, Brown scores! Caden Brown makes it a one-goal game! Peranich to Mays, right slot, centered, scores! Mayette with his first career WHL goal, and the Lunds in Saskatchewan product scores his first goal playing for his hometown team here in the WHL. What just happened right there? Switzer was in the corner, now on the side of the net. Loose puck, Lansard scores! Zach Lansard fights to get this puck through, and just inside the far post, Peranich fishes it out. Julian Mays cuts into the middle, plays it forward, Clausen over the line, to Mays in tight between the legs, and he scores! That's what the Pats needed! Julian Mays, a marvelous goal between his legs, he squeaks it through Bass. Here he comes, Liam Pue over the line, loading, centering pass from behind his back, unable to connect with Clausen. Rebound, score! From an impossible angle, it's centered in front by Pue, deflected in by Cohen Clausen. Not at the right point. Now Julian Mays, top of the circle, feathered to the high slot, middle point, one-timer, score! First of the season for Reese Hamilton.
Welcome to Pat's Cast, the unofficial Regina Pats podcast. It's episode 209, September 28th. Chris here, Kevin there. How are we doing tonight, Kev?
Not too bad. Nice day out early in the fall. Nice day out here.
It's not hockey weather, that's for sure.
No, it's clean your yard and get your stuff done before it starts to snow weather.
yeah. I spent all weekend outside for sure this weekend, so. But we were able to dabble in some hockey on Friday, at least back in the rink.
Yeah,
it's nice. It's nice to see. But yeah, we got a few things to talk about. We may have skipped over a couple topics in our season preview show. We kind of focused on the season preview. We didn't really talk about, I guess, the kind of the big news of the off season was Al Miller's departure. That was kind of surprising, wasn't it?
It was a little bit of a shock. I wasn't expecting it this year. I felt it was coming eventually.
Yeah,
knew it was going to come eventually, but I wasn't expecting to come this year. But hey, Al got a job offer he couldn't refuse, and see you later, Al. Good luck in Hockey Canada.
Yeah, back to Hockey Canada. Obviously, it's not a bad spot to be, right? So,
yeah, definitely.
But yeah,
expanded role, running the whole hockey, whole hockey
right.
side with the World Juniors and the young guys. So
made a new position for him. So
yeah, exactly. So he must be doing something right.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they had success when he was there. They didn't have success after he left. So they're like, okay, better get this guy back, right?
Exactly.
Give him a new position, give him a job. We need him back. So yeah. Tough to see him go because I mean, obviously you've seen his, like we talked about, his track record in the WHL and the job he did at Hockey Canada before. So, yeah. But yeah, so hopefully he got this ball rolling and Dale Durkach can take over and run with it, hey?
Yeah, it's a quick promotion for Dale.
Yeah, it wasn't here
hockey
long.
Guy. He's got a really good hockey mind. He's been a scout for years and years. He's been around. He knows a lot of young guys around here, so I'm sure Al left the keys with a good replacement, local Pats legend. So I hope he does well.
Yeah, for sure. And then kind of everybody else got kind of bumped up. Tristan Fry moved up from his position as I don't remember the exact position, but up to assistant general manager now. So So he gets that bump, and then Max Paddock moves into Tristan's old job. So as well as the goaltending duties, still sticking with that as well. But he's done school now, right? So he can.
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah,
he can work kind of full time now. He can focus on the Pats.
Full time for sure.
So yeah, a little bit of shake up there. But I think Fry's a young guy that they need to have around. I think he's a pretty bright young mind.
Yeah, definitely. He's just freshly retired. He's 29 or 30 or whatever he is right now. He's young still. He knows the new game. It's good. I think you'll do. I think you do well there.
Mm-hmm. And then, not to jump to the home opener, but there's a couple new staff. We noticed a new skills coach they announced on the bench. Not too sure what his kind of background is or who he is.
Yeah, couldn't quite hear what the name was.
So
it was some guy on the bench.
yeah, right. So and then
sorry if you're listening, we don't know who you are.
I guess I should have
forgot
looked
to
that
ask
up.
Dante. I totally forgot to ask Dante.
I should have looked that up. Is it even on the website?
You continue talking. I'll see if it's there.
Yeah. But yeah. So then there's obviously some new staff. Going
Trevor Lackness.
Okay.
Is his name. Player Development Consultant, I think is his title.
There you go. Okay.
Yeah. They did announce skills coach, I'm sure.
Yeah, because it was two, because him and Keith Hawley, right? So
yeah.
Hawley's obviously been around for a while now.
Trevor Lackness, according to the Pats website.
Okay. All right. Cool. So, yeah. And then going back, we talked about the Day Stir Track trade. Obviously, that it was fresh that day when we recorded the season preview. Then the next day, they made another move, moving Zach Panalakis to Swift Current. So that kind of not unjammed that age group, but took one out of that age group that was getting very, very full. So now you got 4 forwards and 5D in that 07 age group, but
yeah.
But yeah, Panalakis. So tough to see him go there. Obviously
tough to see 14 goals go,
especially
when the team doesn't score any. But
yeah, that's kind of
it is what it is.
Yeah,
I think we
trades
don't know the behind the scenes stuff.
No,
yeah.
So because I was like, okay, I was pretty pumped to see him this year. Like I said, he came almost out of nowhere. 14. He had 2 career goals this season before, and then 3 coming into the Pats. So and then he had 13 with the Pats last year, and so it was tough to see that one go. So like I said, this team does struggle to score, but yeah, they have other plans, and the move is the move. So I kind of joked with you. I was like, is Dale going for Al Miller's trade record? Like, he's already made a bunch of moves.
Yeah, hopefully it's not 18 trades, because that was tough last year.
Yeah,
revolving door of players.
Yeah, I don't think
hopefully
happen,
they get it settled, they figure it out.
Yeah, and obviously they have to bring in Schlenker. Pine has obviously still dealing with some issues. Brad talked about that after the home opener, that Pine's still dealing with some issues. He wasn't 100% in the game, but they gave him a chance, and obviously I don't want to jump ahead to that game too much, but those goals kind of weren't on him. It was more of a team stuff, but yeah, so because he didn't even dress in the first 2 games, did he? Because
no,
Tabashnik and Schlenker both dressed in them, and each started a game.
Yeah,
in those first 2. So, but yeah, Schlenker's here obviously for a reason. People are already, I don't know, not tinfoil hat, but like, oh, what's going on here? Like, oh, is this happening or that happening? Like, people are just.
And it was 2 different sides too. It's like, oh, Pine's gone, but then all of a sudden people are like, no, they don't trust Tabby. It's like, come on, people, wait to hear why. And then
exactly. People just making stuff up on the internet, right?
Because like, you look at the preseason. Pine played 1 game in the preseason.
Yeah, it wasn't until the last game.
There's one reason for that: a 20-year-old to not play any games until the very end,
Yeah,
he must be hurt.
Yeah, like I didn't expect him to get a ton of work because you know obviously with the younger guys you want to see what, especially what you got in Tabashnik, not playing at this level much, so you want to give him a run. But yeah, you still want Pine to get some time to get geared up for the regular season. But yeah, I was kind of surprised to see him not play until the last game of the preseason. So, but now we know he was hurt.
Now we know there was a reason. So,
and he's still dinged up, and so got to work on that. So
I was confused when I heard Brad say that he's still working or still dinged up or whatever. I'm like, I was surprised he even played.
Yeah, maybe.
I think you want a guy healthy, don't you? But
yeah,
it is what it is. Maybe they thought he could play through it, or maybe he thought he could play through it. That's most likely what it is. But you think when a player is injured, they would get an extra game off just in case.
Well, I know there's injury and then there's hurt, right? Like, okay, I'm past the injury, I'm still feeling it a little bit, but I can play, right? So maybe and whatever. But yeah, so they gave him the start and the home opener and went from there, and didn't quite work out, but whatever, it is what it is. So as long as he didn't hurt him, aggravate or
re-aggravated or anything.
Yeah, hopefully. So he's good. So I mean, he's got the week off here, or maybe he'll sit this week off, and then Tabby will get the Edmonton game, and then go from there. So anything else before we get into these 3 games these past 2 weeks you got?
No, we'll touch on some stuff when we get to the PA game here.
Yeah. All right. So the Swift Current game, I wasn't in town. I wasn't able to watch either of these games. I don't know how many people actually watched the Swift Current game because
oh my goodness, that was
terrible.
Was so hard to watch.
Yeah,
I wouldn't even call it watching. It was like, I can't even describe it for whoever watched it. Yeah, it was bad.
Yeah, even going back to watch the replay, it was bad. Like it was obviously in-house issues.
It was in-house issues for sure.
So. But yeah, what did you get out of that game? Or were you able to grasp anything from that game?
Pats had a decent start, I think. But Joey Rocha, he kept the Pats off the board. Like the Pats easily could have had a couple goals in the first. Mm-hmm. Maybe even like 3. It could have easily been 3-0 after the first. But Rocha kept them off the board, other than the one. But the Pats just couldn't. They couldn't battle back when they allowed 3 in the second, which was
tough.
2 on the power play. That's rough.
Yeah, we'll be talking about that power play, or the Pats side of things on the penalty kill.
The special teams.
Yeah, but yeah, the Pats obviously opened the scoring, and then like you said, Swift Current comes back with 3 in the second, and then
3 in like 6.5 minutes or 7 minutes.
Yeah. But Pue gets one late, and sometimes those late ones can, give your team a boost into the next period. But obviously there wasn't much for the Pats in the third. They weren't able to score until late after giving up another one. So but the Pue goal, that was a pretty nice one, just off kind of a loose puck side of the net, and he just wired it home. So nice to see him.
Congrats to Liam in his first.
Yeah, get it quick. Don't have to worry about it.
First game, first goal.
Yeah.
Congrats.
So
you can't blame it on Tabby either for the loss either. He played well.
Okay.
But the penalty killing was rough.
Yeah.
Very, very rough.
Yeah.
They killed one of 4?
1 of 4, yep. 3 power play goals for Swift Current. So not great. Not great at all. But yeah. And then the next night into Medicine Hat, at least this game was watchable.
Oh yeah, nice feed.
Yeah, much better. But yeah, again, maybe not the greatest effort. Medicine Hat with 41 shots. Pats with a measly 23, all of 4 in the first and 4 in the second. Like, just looking at that, like, oof, that's not great. And you get behind the 8 ball, you're down 4-0 before you score your first in the third period. Like, there wasn't much there for them on the offensive side of things, was there?
Not really, but you got to give Merrick Schlenker son of former Pat legend Chris Schlenker. Lots of props for the first 2 periods. Like it could have been way worse.
Yeah.
Like 4 goals on 33 shots when he was under barrage.
Yeah.
For quite a bit of that time. He did really well. Got to give him props for that.
Okay, good. Yeah, he was named the 3rd star. 46.
Ended up with 36 saves,
36 saves on
40
40
shots.
Yeah. Right? So 900 save percentage. Can't ask for more than that, right?
Definitely not.
But yeah, so another guy, first career goal, Mayette getting
First
one.
year non-rookie, first year Ellis Mayette.
Non-rookie, first year guy.
Yeah. That's interesting. The WHL's done some interesting stuff with that.
Yeah, so they're not going to be eligible for rookie of the year. 18s as well?
No, 19s.
Just 19s.
19 and 20s, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
18s can still be rookies.
Okay. So yeah, he's a first year non-rookie player, so
yeah.
But yeah,
06s and 05s first years.
But yeah, no, another a local guy, obviously from Lumsden. So nice to see him get one. It was a nice goal too. Nice pass by Julian Mays there. Set him up in the slot. And Lansard gets one. I don't recall that goal exactly, but
it's been a long time.
I know. Well, yeah, I went back, watched the highlights, but
this is like old news.
Yeah, I know, right?
Super old news.
But yeah, 4-2, and then they get an empty netter. But Medicine Hat's going to be a decent team. Yeah, they lost a lot of guys, but they've got some good young guys.
And some guys that we have no clue who they are.
Yeah,
and they're going to score some goals.
They brought in quite a few Americans to camp. I don't know how many they actually kept for the season. I didn't go through their roster per se, but yeah, they've got some talent.
They got a whole bunch of new guys. So,
kind of end up being okay, but an ugly hit at the end of the game there. Carter Cunningham on Pue. Pue was going back for the puck. It was an empty net. They had the net empty, and he was going back to pick up the puck in the corner, and Cunningham gives him the old cross check from about 5 feet away from the boards, and Pue went into the boards hard. Pretty ugly.
Yes.
Ugly hits. So you got 5 in a game, and then you got a 2-game suspension as well. So.
Yep.
I mean, we seen
think
that,
it was deserved. But.
Yeah, we seen a hit like that in the preseason on who was that? Now, I can't remember. Somebody took a bad hit like that, and it was like a 2-minute call, and I was just like, "What are you doing? Like that's 5." I can't remember.
Yeah,
but
I can't remember who it was either.
Yeah, it was the Brandon preseason game. But
yeah,
either way, but yeah, that was the right call. Because you just got to you can't have that in the game, right? Like that's
definitely
just
not.
So, and it's good to see that Pue he was able to play Tuesday with the Pat C's. So obviously it wasn't too big of an issue. He
the Pat C's with their 9 forwards.
Yeah, they needed him to play. They only had 9 forwards with him, so. But sounds like that game kind of got run into some penalty troubles, and the Pat C's were pretty short on the bench. Apparently Schultz played about 30 minutes that night, so yeah.
I believe it. Well, the 9 forwards, 6 D.
So Pue got a 10-minute misconduct, so he was out for 10 right there.
Oh, so he got a little bit of a break.
You got a break, yeah. Nobody else did. But yeah, tough to see an over on the opening weekend, but Medicine Hat's going to be a half-decent team. So for Current, we'll see what happens, but that was one of the teams that I think the Pats are going to finish ahead of, so it's tough to see a loss out of the gate there to them.
In all honesty, I don't know who the Pats are going to finish ahead of right now, because you got teams like Moose Jaw, who has played 3 games and has scored 21 goals.
Yeah, they're a scoring machine.
Exactly.
Yeah, I was like, ooh.
I know it'll balance out eventually, but for the 3-game sample size, watch out.
I know, right? I was like, they should finish ahead of Swift Current and Moose Jaw. Well, yikes, yeah. So, but yeah.
But like I said, back to the first game, if the Pats would have had, if they would have had a little more luck, scored 3 in the first, they might have went 1-1 on the opening weekend, maybe,
Yeah.
possibly, but they didn't, unfortunately. So here we are going into game 3.
Yeah. So then you got a home opener on Friday against PA, another team that should be pretty decent. So you're thinking, okay, this is going to be a tough game. And yeah, a rough first period, right? Like you give up 3 goals and then you give up just a bad one to start the
2
second.
on the power play.
Another 2 on the power play, yep. So you've given up 6 power play goals in 3 games. Well, at that point, it was 2 games in half a period.
Yes.
So, but yeah, not good at all. So there'll be some work on the PK this week, I'm sure. But yeah, it's a rough start. You spot them 4 and thinking, oh man, you need 5 to win, right? So that's a tough ask, but I mean, they gave it the old college try. They scored 3.
They came back, scored 3 in the second, right?
3 in the second, but then you give up that first one in the third.
Oh, that was such an unlucky break for Tabby. They did the goalie switch. Pine started. They did the goalie switch.
Right. Yeah.
Sebastian came in, did really well.
Yeah, he looked
And
really
then
good in that second period. Yeah.
That goal just Lodwick passed it back to the point, or just passed it back towards the D, and he just fired it. And I don't know if Sebastian just misplayed it or didn't see it properly or what. I'm not sure, but
yeah,
I'm sure he really wants that one back. But man, that was so deflating. Just took the air out of the blue runs deep crowd.
Yeah.
Blue Brigade.
Yeah, right. That makes it 5-3 then, and you're thinking, oh geez. And then I mean, so they get one with the empty net. Hamilton gets one through, and then Schultz hits the crossbar.
Yeah.
Like, it was the weirdest crossbar ever. Like it didn't even make a sound. I was like, that had to be the back bar, because there was no sound. There's no ting, no ping,
nothing at all.
And they didn't review it. I mean, it is what it is, but
it clearly wouldn't have went in, I guess.
Yeah, because the goal judge would have buzzed down. So
yeah, for sure.
Exactly, because the play went on for quite a while, so they had some time to look at it, right? And then at the end of the play, to stop the whistle or stop the play, was the empty netter. So
yeah, so it was.
But yeah, it was just tough.
Final nail.
Yeah, it's just tough, that game. If they would have had a little better first period, a little better on the PK, something could have changed. But it just seemed like PA just got every bounce, and I'm not saying that that's unlucky. You make your own bounces. You guys are in position. Guys are puck supporting. It comes off somebody's stick. It was right on another PA stick. It was just
exactly.
It seemed like the Pats didn't have any of that. So
they were handling the puck like a hand grenade half the game.
Yeah, it was a little. It wasn't the greatest, and PA. It seemed like PA really. They were winning battles too. Like guys were maybe a little soft on the Regina side. Like I don't want to say soft, but it just seemed like PA was just winning more battles. So that's tough when you're losing the puck all constantly, right? So
yeah, I agree.
But yeah, anyway, so an 0-3 start. So not the greatest start to the season. But yeah,
it could have been different. Like I said, the first game could have been.
Could have, should have, would have, right?
And exactly. And had the 7-second goal in the third period against PA had not happened, who knows? It might have been a different game.
No, for sure.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
Hindsight is always 20/20. But always got the Pats color glasses on. Gotta give the guys hope. Like they were close. Like they weren't blown out.
They didn't get blown out, right? And they came back in both those games. In even the Medicine Hat, you make it 4-2 kind of late in the game, but you made it somewhat of a game. You didn't just fold the tents, right? So
yeah, exactly. Look at last year. How many Medicine Hat beat the Pats double digits twice? Like they scored double digits against the Pats twice. So,
but then the Pats did what? They lost 1-0.
1-0 and 2-0, I think it was.
Yeah, so like they had their flashes of brilliance per se, right? So
they proved they could play.
Yeah.
with them.
Yeah. So, but yeah, like you said, they weren't blowouts. They came back. They made games of them. So you can't fault them with that stuff, right? Like they made an effort and stuff like that. So
Yeah, it's unfortunate they didn't get many shots to start. Like they get the slow starts are killing them, and their penalty kill is
literally killing them,
destroying them.
Yeah.
So far, anyway, like they've killed what 4 of 10.
Yeah.
On the penalty kill, 40%. That is not good.
Not good. Yeah.
It's a small sample size. It's only 3 games, but that's not a good number.
Yeah, you look at it only
for anybody.
Yeah. Like I said, 23 shots in Medicine Hat and only 22 against PA here. I didn't realize it was that low. Or I forgot that it was that low. We talked about that at the game.
Yeah.
Because they didn't get a shot till like well into the first, like late in the first period.
Yeah,
it was 6 or 7-0, 8-0.
It was I think PA had like 9 or 10 shots before the Pats got their first.
10, yeah. They probably had 3.
First official shot.
Yeah. They had a couple
The
goals.
Pats had a lot of opportunities. Like they missed the net by 5 feet lots of times, but
look at Caden Brown's goal. Mays missed. I think it might have got a piece of somebody, but it went wide, and then he gets lucky, and it comes right to him off the back boards, and puts it in.
Yeah.
But yeah, Mays is a guy we got to talk about. 4 points that night. Drew was kind of pumping him up. He's like, he could be 100-point guy, and I mean, and I don't disagree with him. And like I said, he
has the potential there. I think.
Yes. And it's going to be, heavily favored on the assist side of things. And you look at it, he's got 1 goal, but he's got how many assists now? Like, he's got 5 assists in the first 3 games, I think. So like he set that Miette goal in Mezenat. That was a really nice pass there. 1 goal, 4 assists, so 5 points in 3 games. So, but yeah,
the level of skill is there. But do the Pats have the amount of goals to get them 100 points?
Yeah.
I want to see a player with a point per game at least this year, like a 68-point player would be beautiful. Because that's probably at least a 20 or 30 goal guy right there.
Yeah.
So I want at least 168-point guy.
Yeah.
I don't care who it is. I just want 1 or 2 or 3 or 4. But
Mays only had 37.
That's a big ask.
He only had 37 points last year. For him to go 37 to 100, that's a huge jump. So maybe next year.
That's a massive jump.
Maybe next year.
Exactly.
But yeah, like I said, he's got the skill. You just got to find the finish around him to help him out. But yeah.
The home opener was pretty interesting. The Canadian band Bleecker wrote a song called Blue Runs Deep, kind of ties into Regina and the Pats and stuff, which is very cool. The drummer from Bleecker is Chris Demos. He's from Regina. Shout out to Bleecker and Chris. I think it's their new intro song, I think.
Okay.
Because they had a new intro video and stuff, which was cool. They had they showed a bunch of different stuff around the city, which was very, very cool.
Obviously with the new theme, they kind of have to.
Everything is blue.
And they're using the brigade now because they may want to move on from regiment because the Newfoundland Regiment are now a team in the CHL. Yes, it's in the Q, but
it's still part of the CHL.
Yeah, for sure. It's a long ways away.
If you want to say join the regiment, people look up join the regiment. There's another regiment over there. It's which one?
Yeah, exactly. Right. So kind of don't want to use another team's name in your theme, right? So they move on to this one, and but it was good. Like it's obviously there's always new ideas and stuff for the new season. So, but I didn't make it to the pregame party. I don't know. Did you go or anything?
No, I was just in the VIP room. I had to stay down and chat with Drew Posty and hang out down there. But everything in the rink is blue now. They got
they've done a lot.
Dunlop stuff in the end is blue, and along the edges where the players come out is blue, and it's very blue. Especially when every seat was covered with towels. Like the seats are already blue, and then the towels were a different blue. Yeah, it was very blue. I like it, but it's very blue.
So I wonder how often they're going to be wearing the reds and the whites, the alternate whites now that they've kind of gone to this blue theme. Are they going back to, heavier on the traditional side, because obviously a lot of people like the alternates, and yes, they are nice, but now it's like, okay, now we got the blue theme, we got to kind of stick to the blues and just have the reds once in a while.
Do a lot of teams even have alternates yet? Because Under Armour is having some issues with a few teams. Or a few teams are still wearing their CCMs from last year. So
that's a great question. So obviously CCM had some issues with jersey supply. We've seen it for a few years now. Even when Bedard was here, like there was no jerseys to get customized. They were just the fan jerseys, right?
Yeah.
So they decided to go to Under Armour, and well, it's the same problem. So what's going on here? Like, yeah, teams are still wearing their CCMs from last year. Teams are pulling out like alternate jerseys, one-offs that they still had kicking around, and you know, there's some interesting design on the Under Armour ones that not a lot of people like. So the
trapezoid on the back.
Yeah, it seems like
the Pats were lucky to avoid it.
Yeah,
I think most of the Western League teams,
yes,
avoided it. I see Penticton has it on theirs, but
Swift Current has it too.
Yeah, but it's not super noticeable on Swift Currents because the way the striping is.
I thought it looked worse on Swift Currents.
It's they have that one stripe down through the back, so it doesn't look as bad. It almost kind of fits.
Yeah.
But it's still not the jersey that it should be.
Yeah.
Speaking of jerseys, did you see the post where the PA Raiders jerseys were in Regina?
Yes.
On Twitter. They missed an opportunity. They could have had K9 like blowing his nose with the jersey or whatever. Just whatever. Just for
funny.
Just for giggles.
Yeah.
But clearly,
clearly, PA didn't even have their jerseys. They probably just got them shipped right to Regina or whatever happened. Like,
yeah, there was a logistics error or something, and they ended up here.
Well, they showed up for the game, so at least they had it. They didn't have to wear Pat's whites or something.
Oh, they probably would have brought
their
jerseys
CCMs or whatever.
CCMs or whatever they have left. And speaking of jerseys, the Pats wore blue at home, and blue they wore their whites on the road.
Yeah,
but I was flipping over Saturday night, just going through the games, and Spokane was wearing white at home. So I wonder if teams have a choice to wear whatever color they want at home.
Or they only got white Under Armours, or they don't have dark red Under Armours yet.
Maybe Tri-City only has blues.
Yeah,
I didn't catch the beginning part of the game, so I just happened to turn it over. I'm like, why is this? I went to the home feed, and I'm like, why is it Spokane's announcer? They're wearing white. What's going on? So I'll have to keep an eye on that just to see what the deal is. It's kind of it's cool to see white at home. I like the whites at home. I'm traditionalist. I'm old school traditionalist. I want the whites. I want to see the colors on the other teams.
Yeah, but they do switch it at Christmas, right? So they did.
Like this year, we have Kamloops coming early and Vancouver's coming early, right? So I want to see their colored jerseys, not the white jerseys.
Yeah, white was always home.
Whites are boring.
When did that change? Like in the NHL, they went to darks at home. I don't know. Quite a few years ago, but it was always white.
Yeah.
White was always at home, right? Like you think about Winnipeg Jets, the whiteout and all this, and then they're wearing, their darks at the whiteout.
What I want to see is more color versus color jerseys.
Yeah,
like the Pats blue versus like Moose Jaw red or something like that. Just those are cool games. I love the color versus color because.
Yes,
it's not old school. It's not 1940 black and white TV or 1950 black and white TV, where it's tough to tell which one's which. Now, even if you're colorblind, you can still tell which jersey's which. In most cases, I think.
Yeah, there's enough discrepancy. But
exactly, like there's not many jerseys that look exactly the same, and you watch it for 30 seconds and realize, okay, the Pats are going this way, Swift Current's going this way, or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, well. I want to see more color versus color matchups.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right. Well, there's your rant of the week, eh?
No, it's not really a rant of the week. It's just kind of like, hey, I want to.
Yeah.
It's like whatever. But I thought it was kind of neat to see Spokane wearing white. Like I said, I didn't see the first part of the game as if there was a reason or not. But I was like, why is this announcer doing this game and they're wearing white? So whatever. It is what it is.
Yeah.
I miss having white jerseys at home.
Well, because they started last year with the whites at home, and then they did the darks at home in the second half, right?
I think yeah.
Yeah, because they raffled. Because auctioned the white alternates at Christmas there. So
yeah, I
so they
believe
wore whites at home at the start of the season. Now they're wearing darks at home to start this season. So
Well, last year it was confusing for the Pats because there was like 4 jerseys. They wore 4 jerseys.
well, yeah.
Most of the year, so plus all the one-offs.
Mm-hmm. So, but anyways, what else you got? We got interviews from the home game here, PA. We got interviews with Schultz and Pue. So obviously people want to talk to them. First game at home, so we can listen to those guys.
All right, Liam, just thoughts on that home opener for you. How did it feel to play in front of the home crowd?
Yeah, obviously it was pretty fun playing in the home crowd. Wish we could have brought home a W, but yeah, we could have fixed up some little things, but we started to get into our groove, but we just need to play a full 60.
Yeah, penalties early in the game, but you guys did fight back there for a little bit. So what's it say about this team that you guys were able to get back into it?
Yeah, I mean, we show sparks of what we're able to do. We just gotta bear down and really make sure we have a full 60, because if we have a full 60 of what we were doing at the end of that game, then we could be a deadly team.
How nice it to find a score sheet there. Pretty good assist you had.
Yeah, I mean, it's always nice to find the score sheet, but it would have felt nicer to obviously get a win.
What was said in that first intermission there when it came out and had a much better period there?
Yeah, I mean, we just knew that we had more in the tank than that, and that we were still in the game and we weren't out of it, so we just came out in the second period hot and tried to regroup.
Thoughts on your first week? 2 different teams here first week. How's that playing out for you so far?
Yeah, it's exciting. It's a lot of hockey, but it's a sport I love, so it's really fun.
How do you think you're gonna have to manage that, your time and the 2 teams?
Yeah, I think it's just managing how I'm feeling, letting the Pat staff and stuff know if I'm tired, need a day off kind of thing, but no, it's been good.
How big of a difference do you notice out there going from the U18 to the U20s? Is it a pretty good jump?
Yeah, I mean, it's a pretty big jump, obviously. A lot bigger, a lot faster. You're playing against guys that are 5 years older than you, so it's it's a big jump.
Maddox, an unfortunate loss, but just what did it mean for you to finally play in front of the Regina crowd in your WHL career?
Yeah, it feels good. Obviously, not the result we wanted, but it was fun to play in, and we had a good crowd tonight. So, shout out to all the fans that came out and watched.
What's this been like for you? Medicine Hat, Regina, you hit up all the old rinks early in your career.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Obviously, Medicine Hat has a new rink, but I grew up in the old one watching the Tigers in that one, but I grew up watching the Pats at the Brown Center, so that was also cool.
Just overall thoughts on that one. A couple penalties early, couldn't quite claw back from that one.
Yeah, kind of slipped away from us there in the first, but we crawled back there in the second. And I think we just had to be ready off the opening draw in the third, and we weren't. So that's something we got to work on.
How quick is this game making the jump to U20 and U18, U20? I imagine it's quite the difference.
Yeah, it's a pretty big difference. Obviously, it's the best players in Western Canada, so yeah, it's obviously a really fun environment to play in. But yeah, super fast hockey out there.
How was this first week gone for you, battling or going back and forth between the 2 teams here?
Yeah, it's been fun to say the least. Obviously, going from practice to practice, and having 40 teammates or whatever, it's pretty cool. And obviously, me and Liam are super excited to play with the Pats, but also play with the Patsies as well. And yeah,
it's going to be a lot of work. How are you going to manage the workload?
Recovery, I think that's a huge piece of it. Obviously, after this, we're going to cool down, get food in us, and get some sleep. So I think recovery is the biggest thing. Obviously, you're playing a lot, so yeah, I think just managing your own body and rest is super important.
All right, yeah, nice to talk to those guys and kind of get their thoughts on playing 2 teams. It's going to be interesting, like we talked about in the season preview. They're going to have to manage themselves, and hopefully they can not get too burnt out.
And get settled in at both places. It's going to be tough getting settled in both places, but I think once they get their bearings, I think once Pue gets his bearings in Regina and stuff,
too, right?
And
yeah,
they're both hockey players. They'll be good out there, I'm sure.
Yeah, right. So, I mean, I was talking to a friend and I said, well, they could maybe obviously you can't just coast into a WHL game, but maybe they can coast into a U18 game a little bit, right? Not if you got 9 forwards every night, but
9 forwards. I
but-
saw the lineup post. I was like, whoa,
yeah, that's wild.
what are they doing? But
But yeah, I'm not saying they're going to take nights off at U18, but yeah, they're going to have to manage their body and stuff like that, like they said. So it'd be interesting to see how this season pans out for them, plays for them, and yeah, so they're young. So
yeah, just as long as they don't wear themselves out, they need to
Exactly.
settle down, slow down a little bit maybe, and take it day by day.
yeah, so upcoming this week, we got Edmonton here on Wednesday, another team that is going to be pretty good, I think.
They are pretty good.
They are pretty good. Here you go.
Yeah.
And then it's back in Swift Current again on Saturday, the 4th. So
Hopefully the Pats can get everything together and
and have
get that one back.
better effort or better start, anyways.
Get that one back.
Yeah. So, but yeah, other than that, what else we got? Anything else?
Back to the
Okay, go ahead.
sorry, back to the home opener.
Yeah.
It was interesting that the starters for the Pats were the 20s, Brown, McNutt, and Pine and Net,
Fine. Yeah.
and then Regina guys, Schultz, Bridgman, and who was the winger? I can't remember now. Durkach. It was
Durkach.
the local kids.
Oh yeah.
The 20s and local kids starting, and Sivertson started for PA, and he wasn't
nice.
on that line, but they had him start for that,
Oh, nice.
which was kind of cool.
Yeah. No, that is. Yeah. So
nice
first game at home
little
for
tidbit for them.
Siverson. Yeah, and then
Yeah.
No, nice. Yeah. I was just gonna touch on. We might probably not gonna have an interview next week. Obviously,
We'll see how things play out.
Yeah, we've done most of the team. Obviously, there's some new guys, so we'll let them get settled and kind of figure that out. And I know I'm going to be missing a couple games here coming up, so we'll see it. And it might not be an interview every week like we kind of did last year because there were so many guys to talk to. So we might have to spread them out a bit and such. But we'll
There's quite a few new guys. There's a couple
Yeah.
guys from last year we still haven't talked to, and there's
Yep.
a few new ones. So
Yeah, so we're not.
we won't rush through them this year. How about we
Yeah.
say that? We won't rush through them.
Yeah, and there might be a couple new guys after the trade deadline. You never know. So
There might be a couple of new guys before the trade deadline. You never know.
for sure, right? So
I just hope Dale doesn't do 18 trades.
no, I don't think he is. So.
He's done a handful or so already. So hopefully it's just a few more tweaks or whatever. Hopefully it's not a wholesale trade them all.
Yeah, but
Please
I doubt-
no.
Yeah, I doubt that. But
I hope not.
yeah. So, yeah, Wednesday is there? What's the what's the game event kind of for Wednesday night? Where's the schedule? Promotional schedule. That's what I was looking for. Because Wednesdays last year they had different things on like the Wednesday giveaway. Oh, what is it? I can't even read the graphic. Is kind of weird. Oh, it just says patches giveaway 1 of 7.
Patches.
Yeah, so that'd be interesting.
I wonder what that is.
Yeah, 1 of 7. So, but yeah, I guess we'll find out on Wednesday.
That'd be cool.
Because Wednesdays kind of been giveaway nights, the last couple of years. So, but yeah. Anyways, should wrap this up. We're kind of rambling. I know.
And don't forget to sign up for the Blue Brigade if you haven't already. Get your
Yeah.
free shirt and whatever your discount is or whatever.
I signed up. I forgot about the shirt, but I rolled in kind of late on Friday. Friday's a weeknight tough. So
I went up to the press box and I was like, I'm not going back down to get that shirt. I'll wait. I can wait till next time.
forgot about it. But I did get one comment. Oh, the rambling was the best part of the show and the season opener. I was like, yeah, it's just because it's just free flowing discussion, right? So, but yeah, rambling on an 0-3 start the season. But hey, it's a new season, new hope.
Yeah,
Hopefully
it's just 65 games left. Like,
Yeah.
gotta have a little bit of hope.
Yeah.
All hope is not lost yet. So
No.
let's back these boys. I know it's expensive. Blah blah blah. Nothing I can do about it. Nothing Chris can do about it. Show up or not. Watch them on Victory Plus for free. whatever. Support them.
Yeah.
Cheer for them. Don't criticize everything. Come on.
Yeah.
Enough is enough.
Just because a trade
Another
gets
rant.
made. Yeah, right. Like I said, the Schlenker trade, people are losing their minds on this. Oh my God, new goalie. Well,
There's a reason.
yeah, exactly. They needed a goalie, right? Like, so he was available, and they got him literally for almost nothing. So, and actually, I heard. Speaking of that, I actually heard an interview with the Penticton GM, and he said Schlenker was on the block. Like, they picked 3 in the expansion draft, and because you never know what you're going to be able to get, right? And you always want some goaltending depth, but they were happy with the other guys that they were able to get. So he's been available for a couple of weeks now, and obviously nobody needed him, and so the Pats were able to get him for the cheap and not have to like bring up Mooney, who may not be ready, or a guy like that, right? So. But yeah, you don't have to jump off the bridge just because something happens. So, but
Exactly.
yeah. Anyways, so with that, we'll get out of here.
We talked too long. Let's call it a night.
Yeah, we'll get out of here, and we'll see you at the rink on Wednesday. Have a good night.
Take it easy.